This is a very quick video to show how easy it is to manage projects in Angular. I'm not going to show the install steps, but assuming that you already have Angular installed, I have a directory here where I'm going to install my different projects. Now, normally you have node modules underneath each project or product that you're working on, but here I'm going to have a node modules that I share with each of the projects. So when you create a project, all you do is go to the directory where you want the parent directory where you want the project to live, and just type in ng new and then the name of the project. Now normally if you just stop that and hit return, it will create a project, a Angular project, and underneath it, it will create the node modules associated with that project. But if you want to share node modules, then you can just type in skip install, and now that will set up a project, but it won't install node modules. So it's really that quick. And then that sets up a directory with the standard Angular configuration. Now I'm going to use Visual Studio Code because it's very light, and I can show you how easily we can just look at that, and I can just go to Open Folder, and I navigate to the folder that I want to look at. And here we have the structure here, and typically your things are underneath source, app, and so here's the basic component that's set up here. And most of the code here for the basic example is in the HTML file. So you've got the styling information, and then you've got the project itself further down, the code itself. Now, to show you in Visual Studio Code, you can actually just start this up. Okay, so I will go into the terminal and create a new terminal, and I will just type in, and I could do this from the git bash shell as well, but I just want to type in npm start. And what that will do is that will actually kick off a little server that's running, and it will run your application. Now, once it's built everything, you have a link to your web page, so I can just click on that, and it will bring up a browser for your application. So here, this is what it looks like, and it's a live application here. So as we click on these buttons, you see that this thing called the terminal is updated. So a good way to begin learning Angular is just by looking at the code that they create for you and comparing it to the application. Now I'm going to close this folder and just bring up my test project here, and I can just go ahead and delete that project if I want to. So to clean up, I can just delete that if I want, and then I could create another project that quickly, and I could create multiple ones there. And so that's how you create and delete projects within Angular.